Hey guys, Cable here again with part 2 of my Nintendo DS Lite video review, the part in which I hope to answer your questions. That was 3D. So, interestingly, a lot of people asked about the Gba cartridge slot and the fact that on the DS Lite, when you put a Game Boy Advance cartridge, it actually protrudes a little bit, in this case about 1 centimeter. So, it doesn't really affect your playing at all because your hands are totally free of the cartridge slot, but does look a little weird. All the more so when you put in a giant badonkadonk cartridge like WarioWare Twisted, which pretty much makes the Gba Lite look mildly retarded. So something to consider if you're still working on catching them all. Now, what about the thickness of the DS Lite? A lot of people wondered about that. So let's do a good old-fashioned thickness comparison, starting with the DS Lite versus the DS. As you can see, quite a bit thinner. In fact, the entire top hinge of the DS extends beyond the top of the DS Lite. What about the PSP? Interesting. They're pretty much exactly the same, with the exception of the PSP's weird love handles here. They're just about the same thickness, so kind of interesting. And last but not least, what about the Game Boy Micro? Well, yeah, Game Boy Micro wins, but I think we all kind of expected that. So the DS Lite, certainly thinner and comparable to the PSP. Now, how do you hold it? That is something that I'm still working on, and I'll give you the best answer I can give you right now. When I first got the DS Lite, my instinct was to want to kind of coddle it like a baby. Does that make any sense at all? I just hold it really close, and clearly I don't have a baby. And when you hold it really close like that, what happens is these edges, which are not smooth in any way, basically dig into the palm of your hand. So that, you know, not terribly comfortable. What I learned was to let the DS breathe, to let it breathe. And I'm going to stop doing this, but give it some space and hold it like this. And this is incredibly comfortable. Because the system's lighter, there's not a lot of fatigue. There's a lot of room to hold the controls, and basically, this is a really comfortable playing position so far. I'll keep you updated with how it goes as I play some marathon Mario Kart sessions, but that's my recommendation for now. Last but not least, to allay the concerns of some dingus on the Gaming Age forum about the brightness of the DS Lite versus the DS, I'm going to do one last brightness comparison, and this time I want to show you how it looks at a variety of angles closer to the camera. So let's fire these guys up. Now, the DS Lite I have set to death, and the original DS I have set to on. So let's see how they look. And it's interesting to note too that with the DS Lite it's so bright that my camera can barely even pick it up. So here you go. DS Lite, DS. Let's tilt it a little bit. Whoa, whoa, it's magic. Where'd the DS screen go? It's invisible. But, oh, there it is. And yet again, just ridiculously bright. Gosh, I think that pretty much says it all. DS Lite, DS. Hopefully that answers all your questions, and if you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment. But once again, I must excitedly declare the DS Lite the winner! I wanted to use confetti, but all I could find were Fruit Loops. God, I really hope that didn't mess up the